Oh my gosh. Sometimes, I am a live streaming professional, but sometimes I miss the minor things. I miss the minor things. So that's fixed. Thank you. I was just saying that the Redacted show is coming up, and I live my life on my US calendar, because if I change the time zone, no, it's the right time zone, but if I change it to the how do I say it? Like change my phone settings to Thailand, it messes everything up. So I keep it on the regular time. That way I'm on time for everything. I know when my interviews are. I know when things are. Because like I said, I've been late to things. I've been sitting there and been like, it's like, I thought I had a thing tonight, and it was like 10 p.m. In the US, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be on that right now. So I got to get up, get ready, like all that. So it's a little bit weird. And plus going to sleep at 5:30 a.m. So I've been going to sleep around 5:30, 6 o'clock a.m. That's what I'm trying to do. 5:30, 6 o'clock a.m. and then get up at like 11:30, 12 p.m., 1 p.m., somewhere in that area. So it's a little bit challenging. Hey, what's up, Scott? What's happening, Anthony? Shirley, Dirk, Grim, Brassy, Rudy, I saw here earlier. Don't know if Rudy's still here. But Zero, welcome everybody. But so that's the challenging part, is getting the hours down, getting the time zone down, and being on time for things, still living like off of US time. So I should, I've not embraced the 24-hour clock yet, but it's pretty Americanized over here, so that's not a big deal. A lot of people still use 3 p.m., 4 p.m., things like that. There are occasions where I'm speaking to a company and they'll put in like 1900 hours, and I got to be like, okay, blah, 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 that's 7 p.m. or whatever. It's still like jogs my brain to have to do time zone stuff. Time zone, 24-hour clock. Everything's in kilometers. Everything's in the metric system over here. So it's just all these new things. So, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Right now is smoke season though. So, if we go to Chiang Mai Guide, which is my website, one of the websites I built here for, people in Chiang Mai, it's getting traffic now too, by the way, which is cool. But if I go to the homepage, you guys, look what the AQI is right now. Oh, you can't see it because it's a manual focus. And I just got a notification. AQI quality is 167. 167 air quality. It was just like 250 this weekend. So it's crazy. Crazy. Get Clayton and Natalie to move to Taiwan? No, I don't think they would. Hey, Rudy. You'll get used to it. We had introduced in the 90s a 24-hour clock. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I know I'll get used to it. I'm trying to just like, I didn't change. I got my motorbike. Military time, 24-hour clock, 12-hour clock. I got my motorbike and I didn't change the menu on it to be, miles per hour and everything. Cause I'm trying, because if I put it in miles per hour and all that stuff so that it makes sense in my head, then I see the, kilometers per hour signs and I'm like, okay, and then I got to do math. So I'm trying to embrace it and change everything to show what it is over here, but it's still just like getting it in your brain. Plus like learning Thai, trying to speak Thai as much as I can, like answering, and not answering in English all the time, trying to use the Thai that I'm learning. It's not much, it's just a little bit, but the things that I do know, I'm trying to use at every instance that I would be using it. So just, trying to embrace that, embrace the culture, embrace the language. And they really like that here. Like they're very, like they'll help you, very friendly people. Also know the difference between a gallon and a liter yet? Yes. A liter starts with an L, a gallon starts with a G. So yes, I know the difference. Duh. Come on, Dirk. What the hell? do I know the difference? But anyway, one thing, like I haven't been streaming a lot. I haven't been making much content because I've been so one of my goals this year is to generate another income to where I can have, so I've got the Chiang Mai guide, which that's this site right here. That's this website. This is Chiang Mai guide. Let me change my graphic here. I'm using this old graphic. Here we go. And this is a website I built for people in Thailand to use, or specifically in Chiang Mai, and it's already getting traffic. I'm going to be running ads to it. Oh no, 1 gallon is around 4 liters. Oh, okay. So it's already getting traffic. I'm going to be sending some Google ads, spending some Google ads to get more traffic to it. I'm just got it built. So it's like basically a one-stop shop for if you're in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So there's a lot of expats that come to Chiang Mai. It's a very heavily populated and visited city. A lot of people move here. A lot of people, once they come here, they love it. They want to stay here. So I basically built this because I was having trouble finding things. And so I learned so much from this website. Like I go here to find things every day. I read the articles. I have it so it sends me line messages, sends me emails, like a newsletter every morning with the articles. So, and it keeps me up, because if I go to like Thai news here, keeps me up to date with anything like that expats need to know. So, and this is covering the smoke season, because the smoke season is really bad here this time of year. And I noticed some changes here. I got to center this. I just noticed that. But anyway, got all these articles, and then got food reviews and stuff for different places to eat. And I've gone to some of these places based off these articles, like, oh, this sounds good, and 4.4 rating. So it's helping me with Chiang Mai, helping me with language and stuff like that. So I built it for myself, and now other people are using it. So, which is really cool. It's cool to see people in here. Nobody's commented yet, but I can see the traffic on Google Analytics. So it is getting like 7 to 15 hits per day, which is not huge, but for a website that's only a few months old, that's pretty good. I don't know how they're finding it. Like in the tracking, it just says that they found it in search. And I haven't really optimized it completely yet. So, but it must, like the articles must be sending people there. So that's a good thing. But what my goal is to basically not replace, but generate, a secondary income that's based on Thai baht, because I'm worried about the US dollar. The US dollar is, it's not doing well. I don't think it's going to continue to do well. I think it's just going to continue to get worse. And so I don't want to be completely dependent on the US dollar. I don't want that to be the only thing that I have, and then it fall apart and I've got no income and have to leave here or something, or figure something out, like move to Russia. Who knows what I would have to do if the dollar crashes, right? Which it very well could. I mean, with what's going on in Iran right now, the dollar could very well crash. Like, we are hated around the world, rightfully so, in my opinion. So, we need to quit doing the shit we're doing around the world. So yeah, I am concerned about that. So I want to have some kind of backup to where I'm not completely 100% dependent on the US dollar. I want to have some other currency coming in to where, I can survive, buy food, pay for my condo, stuff like that. And so starting a business, the one thing that you have to have over here is a Thai business partner. You cannot, like a U.S. citizen cannot just start a company and be like, all right, here's my company. You have to have a Thai business partner. Like, there's a bunch of rules. And I think the rules are great. I wish the U.S. would do that. There's certain jobs you can't have over here. Like, I can't drive a taxi. I can't drive a tuk-tuk. I can't take jobs from Thai citizens, which I think is great. Like you have in New York City, you have like all foreign cab drivers, which I have no problem with foreigners at all. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but it kind of like pushed American citizens that need income right out of the working force, like the having to find other things, other means of income. So I love that they reserve certain things for Thai people and don't let foreigners do it. Like, I think there are things you can do, like if you become a Thai citizen, which is my end goal, to become a citizen here. But like, there are ways that you can get those things, but it's not like, oh yeah, anybody can just become a cab driver or drive a tuk-tuk or do certain things. And getting a work permit here is not like the easiest thing to do as a foreigner, so they really it's called Thai land for a reason. Like, they want Thais to own the land. They want Thais to get benefit out of things here. So, I'm on board with it. So having a Thai business partner, I can then start a business that makes actual Thai baht as an income, so that I have a backup. And so years ago, I had a company called Hubze, and it was probably about 4, maybe 5 years, 6 years, somewhere in there total, that we built this company. Isn't there a way to swap the dollar you make through YouTube? And yeah, I can totally do that, Dirk, eventually. But it's less because they don't run ads in Thailand, right? That much. So it's not like I don't think I need to look into that and see how that works in the US market, running ads. Because if you're paid Thai baht, you paid on the ads that run in Thai baht, I think, on Thai videos. I'm not sure. That's research I got to do and haven't done yet. But anyway, I had a company for like 4 or 5 years called Hubze, and I had this huge vision for it. Now, what it became was we did Facebook apps. We basically, back in the day, Facebook lets you build websites on their ecosystem. So you could have like landing pages, you could have deals pages. And so I had a company that made those things. Hey, what's up, chef? That made like deals, sweepstakes, lead capture pages, video chat pages, like Google. What was it that Google used to have that's like Google Meet, but it's not Google Meet? Whatever that was, their first iteration of that. We had the ways that you could embed those on Facebook. So we had an app company, and basically in 3 years after we launched, had about $1 million go through the company, had about 10,000 users, give or take, between 10 and 20,000 users went through there and used our system. So it was an active system, a really hot system. But then what happened was Facebook, being the bastards that they are, they changed from the news feed version that they had into the timeline. And so once they changed the timeline, it took away all the ability for us to do what we did. So and they didn't like give you any kind of warning of what was coming. They didn't say, hey, you're gonna, the code's gonna change and you can still build those things, but you have to build them this way. No, basically overnight, Facebook's like, here's the new timeline. And when we went in that day, we went into the office and we're like, support tickets just coming out of the woodwork. Like, what's going on? Hey, what's up, Jan? And all these support tickets. I'm like, oh no, our system is not working. Like, completely just rendered it useless. So what we had to do at that point was completely pivot, and we had to make it a web app instead of Facebook. So I had to message our customers and be like, hey, this is what happened. We got to rewrite the complete system. It's going to cost around $350,000 worth of, programming, all the stuff that we needed. That was just my rough estimate. And so I ran a sale over that weekend and said, hey, look, we gotta raise money. So I ran a sale, and even customers that had purchased already, they bought the lifetime package. They still bought again just to support us and get us over that hump. So then we became a web app, but we just didn't have, back then, the way that I had it structured was a one-time fee, right? No reoccurring. So it really set myself up to fail, because that was my first major launch of a product. And I was like, I don't want to put people on a rat wheel where they have to pay every month. I hate that. I hate subscriptions. So I did like one time, fee for this and one time fee for that. And then like an unlimited package was another fee, right? The unlimited package was like, I want to say $197 or something like that, which was the one we sold the most because that was like the lifetime, whatever. And so I just kind of like put myself out of business doing that. So your video seems hazy. Focus is fine, but the clarity is lacking. Yeah, I'm running it through Restream, so the quality is not going to be that great. Check your gear and make sure it's on 1080/30. But yeah, running through Restream and stuff, you're just not going to get the quality like I would if I was running through Ecamm or something. But Restream is just easy for me right now. So yeah, Facebook burnt many bridges. They really did, rendering my product and my company completely useless. So anyway, all that to say, I still wanted to have that vision, because what hubze originally was going to be these cards, and they were going to kind of like a link tree kind of thing, and you got your own card and you could customize it with your own background. And it kind of had the layout of MySpace. You could customize the background, put a cover image, put your profile image. And this was back in 2010, I believe it was. Hubze, yes. Valak helped me with Fan Page Engine, which was what eventually, like Hubze, it fell underneath Hubze. And so I wanted these cards, and it would have like the location and stuff. And what I wanted it to be was for like restaurants and places like that. And then what would happen is companies, those restaurants could buy hashtags, and then people that were on there could search for like sushi, and it would search by hashtags. And if they purchased the hashtags within a certain radius of them, they would show up in there, right? Like I had this whole vision. I pitched it to investors and stuff, and they liked it. So I was going to go with that, but just like looking at the overall costs and everything, I just decided to like put it away. Then got into doing YouTube and stuff like that, and then that took off, and then I just kind of got put on the side, and then I lost the freaking domain name. I thought I had it on, renew with GoDaddy, which to this day, I can't figure out how. Like something had to have happened. Either my credit card failed or something, and I didn't get the notification, or what, because I had it on auto renew. Something happened, but I lost the domain hubze.com. Completely lost it. So just this last week, I'm like, I got on Claude Sonnet 4.5 to be specific is the model I was using. And I brainstormed. I'm like, I have to do something where I can create a supplemental income and create something that people will use. And so I did all of this research, and it was, telling me like all about these different products I could create, yada, yada, yada. And so then I was like, wait a minute, I had this idea. So then I was like, what about this? Because like I've tried Patreon, I've used Buy Me a Coffee, I've used all of those platforms that are for people getting support from their fans, Subscribestar, OnlyFans, even I looked at. Like, I have tried them all. I have seen them all. And in my opinion, none of them do it the way they should. And the thing is, like Patreon, Jack Conte or whatever, the CEO, the founder, he is a content creator. He's a musician. And so when he started it, I was like, okay, this is a good deal. But then as soon as they got like a bunch of funding and everything, and, you look at the Patreon offices, and they got swing sets and all this other stuff. It's like, another one of those Silicon Valley party houses, and just wasted all that money on that. And then sent out a message like, oh, we're not profitable, so we got to do all this stuff. And basically just like greed took over. And it became something that I don't like it. Like their percentages are high, their fees are high, that they don't have to charge that much, in my opinion. And so I was like, I told the AI, I was like, look, I think I want to take on like Patreon, Subscribestar, Buy Me a Coffee, and Coffee. Like that's my competition. That's who I want to go after. I want to change that to where it's different. And it really does focus on the creator. and it's not focused on the bottom line. Like that's the thing that like with my company, and I know that I ended up going out of business because I didn't charge a monthly fee. But had I charged a monthly fee, I probably would still be going. That was just one lesson that I learned. But I've always been for the people, the little people, the workers. So I never charged outrageous prices for my product. I always priced it very reasonably, and things like that, because I want people to be able to take advantage of things to better themselves, right? So yeah. I mean, YouTube too. Yeah, I agree. So I was like, okay. So then I was like, well, let's rebuild hubze. Like that was something that I was so excited about back then. And I pitched it to Claude, to the AI, and it's like, that is a great idea. And the creator economy is $1 billion industry annually. And I know creators personally that are on Patreon only because it's the only one, one of the biggest ones out there that do some of the things that they need. But like for me, I got blocked on there twice. And so I'm like, well, there's a couple of things I could come at this from this angle. I can come at it. It's going to be a free speech platform. You're going to have free speech on here. There's no algorithms to like say, okay, I want you to see this and this. Like we try to decide what we think you want to see. No algorithms, free speech. Now you can't, like I understand what that means. It's a community. You still have to have guardrails and regulations for illegal content. Like you can't have, people on there sharing, dogs being dropped from bridges and shit like some of these other platforms. Like you do have to have some guardrails in there. You really do. So, those are things that I'm going to have to put in place as it grows. But the thing is, like, there aren't really any out there that I know of that truly say they support free speech, that truly want to make sure that the creator is taken care of more than the platform. So I don't have, let me see. I think I do still have, if I go to base before, and if I go to here, okay, that's still showing. How do I get to the home page? I don't think it's this one. No, back to portal. Anyway, I'm a little and old. Do I get a discount? Of course you do, Rudy. Rudy, you get free. You're a content creator. You get in free. Like there's some people that aren't gonna have to pay for anything. I can't. Okay, where in the hell is the home page? Let me go to base 44. One second here, and I'll show you kind of like what I'm thinking, what we're going to do here that's different. Let's see, where's home? Portal? Maybe. How the hell does YouTube get away with walking all over the First Amendment? I don't know, man. I don't know how they do, but they do. So nothing you can really do about it. So it's like the homepage disappeared on here. Let me go find it on Lovable. David, have new intel theory on Charlie. Awesome. Yeah, that's not really what this stream is about. So you can talk about it, but I'm not really talking about that on this stream. This is a little bit different. I'm just hanging out today. I'll always talk politics, but right now. Okay, yeah, I can show you. This is what it is. Okay. So let me go to this app. Share this tab. Okay, let me show you the kind of the sales page of it. Let me go full screen with this. Why? Oh, is chat over here? Okay, we'll go max. Go max. All right, every creator gets a room, a place where fans become family, subscribers become affiliates, and every room tells the story. So basically, I wanted it to be like a retro kind of, I'm going for like a MySpace vibe. That's what I want. I want a MySpace vibe. I think MySpace died too early. I think it should still be around. You know, I mean, it's freaking MySpace, and I'm sad that it died. And I think we can bring it back. The vibe, right? So my goal is to have this launch in 100 creator increments, right? So only 100 people are going to be able to sign up at first. And that's it. And then I'll work on things, make sure things work right, all that other stuff before we open it up for another 100. But what happens is basically people sign up and you get a room. All right. So your room is where, so let me go to my room. So this is my room. All right. And I'm just building this so it doesn't look, and then each room gets a door. Okay. So I got door number 1. You know, whoever's, it's going to go in order, starting at 200. So 200, 201 as people sign up. And then there's premium door numbers, which will be less than 100. And also like 777, 666 door numbers like that are premium. So people have to buy those numbers, but only for like $20, you know, just for fun. That's going to show all their stats and everything over here, like whatever. Then they can edit their room. I haven't added some of the features yet, but got like, you know, banner overlays. You can preview it over here, see what you're working on. And then upload your photo, of course, your avatar border color. Then you can animate. The ones that are spinning aren't supposed to spin, so that'll be fixed, but I'm just working on like the layout right now. And then your name, of course, your display name, your bio, your social links. And then you got your preview over here. Then you've got your room colors. So your signature color, what you're like, so when you have posts, whatever you want your icon to be, when people like your post, you can select here, and I'll be adding more. What you want to call your supporters, how you want your border around your posts. And when you post, these colors are going to follow your post in the timeline and the news feed and everything. So everything that you see here will follow your cards through the site, so that you kind of have your branding everywhere. And I'm going to be adding new things, like there's going to be custom animated borders. There's going to be a whole developer community that can build their own. Like they can build these borders and you can buy them from the marketplace, or if you're a pro, you can get them for free, kind of thing. Then you're going to have doors. So these, I haven't started building these yet, but they're basically going to be doors that are entry points to your room, and you get to customize your door. You can put like signs on it. You can do all this stuff. It's going to say when you're live. You can lock it so people can't go in, like if you're updating stuff or whatever. Well, that's so Valak, it basically is, I'm going to charge. So if you look here, I'm going to charge. So it's going to, let me explain a couple things here that it's going to do that's different. Your room, your rules. So customize your space like the old MySpace days, color, fonts, textures, cover art. So there's going to be all kinds of things that you can customize here, like, you know, as far as like overlays and stuff. And then the hallway, which is going to be, this right here. Let me save my changes and then go to the hallway. This is going to be like the feed for like everyone. And then you can also, you'll be able to sort it by who you're following and who you are supporting, and who's live, and no algorithm. Like how, if you sort it, it's going to sort by, show them all. You're not going to have to like, you know, yeah, you'll see everything. Right. And then this is the portal. This is where, let me go to portal over here. I guess I've only got the hallway, but I'll kind of show you a full hallway. So you've got your posts, like what you're going to post. Then you can show who you're following, who you're supporting. And then these are going to be little cards like Billie Eilish just joined Hubze. Those are going to be in here and you can like those. And then you got to be logged in. But if you like those, like if this creator, that the person that joined my thing, it'll show my fire emoji here that they click to like it. So my emoji will be on this card, my colors. Then it'll be post. Then you've got like just opened their door, just joined the mods, just became an affiliate, all this other stuff. So you got all these little cards too, along with your posts that you're posting, which is pretty cool. And then affiliate engine. So the affiliate engine is what's going to make it completely different. And that is not only do the creators make money here, right? So creators are paid. Other platforms, only creators are in here. Everyone eats. So you've got the pros, which are going to be, you got the starter room, which is $5 a month, and every creator has to pay. It's not free for any creator. Fans, absolutely free. Okay. But creators, $5 a month or $25 a month. And they get all these advanced stuff, But one thing that's different is for the pro, let's do the basic first. They get 87% of their revenue. Hubze's going to keep 8% of transactions. And it's like they don't pay anything. It just keeps the transactions, right? And then 5% is what, so if I have fans and a fan is like, oh my gosh, I love this creator, you should go out there and follow them. Why shouldn't that fan make some money too? So I'm setting it up so that fans who refer people to their creator or to any creator, if they refer somebody to Hubze and they sign up for any creator to support them, they get a recurring commission on that of 5% for life, for as long as that person signed up. And then for the pro creator, they get 92%. Hubze keeps 3% and the referring fan gets 5%. So, if there's no referring fan, they're going to get, more than, they'll just get 97%. But if they have a affiliate in there, then they get 92%, which I think is totally fair. And it's like you have all these platforms where like these fans don't have any opportunity. Like it's everybody, let's go look at the creator. The creator's making all the money from the platform and nobody else does. And so I don't like that. If you've got people out here that are willing to share, they're basically your marketing team. They're out here marketing you. They're telling everybody about you. So why shouldn't they get a kick of it, right? They should get a little piece. So 5% commissions on anybody that they refer, and it's for life. Like they're tied to that customer for life. So if that customer, because there's going to be a bazaar too, which is like a shop. So there could be digital creators here too, not creators that create content, but creators that create like 3D print or something like that. They're going to have their bazaar here too. So they'll be able to have their storefront. And if that store owner wants to add affiliate commissions to a certain product, they just turn that on. And if they turn that on, if somebody has already referred somebody and they buy anything in the bazaar, they get a cut of that too, 5% of that too. So, that'll be up to the store owner if they want to pay affiliate commissions or not, because they have a cost to do goods and all that. Hey, what's up, Raul? They have the cost of doing business and all that stuff. And then, 100 rooms and that's it for now. Like that's absolutely it. Then you pick your room, yada, 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 and you go from there. So that's kind of like the 30,000 foot view of it right now. So I'm in the process right now of building the hallway on the new site, and I just got done like cleaning up the rooms. And then I got to build the doors. The doors is going to be probably the biggest challenge, because I want the doors to look real. I had those, I believe those were on Lovable. I already had the doors. Let me log in here. Oh. Okay, and let's go to Portal. So these are the doors, and this will be, okay, this will all be fleshed out over time here. But this is the portal, and the portal is like all the doors. You can see who's live. You're going to be able to live chat with turn on live chat and you'll be able to live chat with your fans and stuff, and then turn that off and on. Your newest, most followed, and open now. So people can lock their doors. This one's locked, so you can't go in. These aren't real rooms. This is just like a mock-up. But, and also, again, like I said, it'll be cleaned up, but they're going to look like real doors. And then when you go to, like, this is my door, which you can't see because I'm logged in. But if you went to my door logged out, you'd see the barn door. You'd see like the skull on there. So I'm going to be able to make it so that you can customize your door, color it, whatever. And it's going to have a pre-prompt in there for AI. So you can basically prompt your door, what colors you want, what you want it to look like. And AI Nano Banana 3 is going to build it in here for you based on what you want. And then you're going to be able to customize it outside of that. Add overlays, add graphics, add whatever. So it's basically like the door to the portal entry to your room is going to be your customized door. I thought that would be kind of fun. Maybe it's kind of cheesy, but I think that's like the whole MySpace, thing. It's like, it was cheesy, but it was fun, right? So, and then rep points. So as you're doing things, you get reputation points. And as you get so many reputation points, you can actually spotlight a creator as a fan. So if you're somebody who, you don't have money or whatever, but you're going in, you're commenting on things, you're participating on the website, and I'm making it so you can't game the system. But if you get 500 points, then you can basically spotlight a creator and put them at the top of the feed for a little while. Once the feed is big, that'll matter, right? So a lot of things to grow into. But let me show you the share this tab. So this is the roadmap that I built. So we already got the fan account creator, landing page, Stripe payments. Stripe, I'm still working on that connection. But that's basically going to be how you both pay for the system and get paid. So I think Hubze should get more. I think I'll get plenty, SK, because I'm going to have the monthly fee coming in, the $5 per month coming in, as well, $25 a month plus the percentage. So I think Hubze will be making plenty. I'm going to have things that I'm selling in there in the marketplace, like custom banners and stuff that Grim's going to make. He just doesn't know it yet, but eventually he's going to be making stuff for this that he can sell in his marketplace. And then he'll be like the main, quote unquote, designer for Hubze. Webinars, that's actually on the roadmap. So if I look at the roadmap here, that's what the live streaming will be. We've got the live chat system already. And that's basically where, so if I go to my room and I click go live, open to everyone. Not sharing this. Hold on. Okay. So if I go, this is the mock-up, right? This is not the final design. So if I click on go live, I can open a chat for everyone or members only. So if I click open to everyone, okay, now I'm live. All over the website, it's going to show that I'm live on my icon. So this will have a spinning red circle and say I'm live. And then I'm open for chat, so I can sit here and chat with whoever comes in. So it's going to show on the site everywhere that I'm live. Let me see if, I don't think I can do it here because, I can't do it here because I'm in the Lovable preview. But I can have a live chat with everybody, whoever wants to come in that are my fans. If I do it by members only, it can be only paid members. Then after I'm done with the live chat, just end the session, and then no longer live. That closes out that live session. And so, it's just gonna. And so in that same thing, when I click go live, eventually, if I click go live, you're gonna be able to put in a Zoom link or a YouTube link, and then the YouTube or Zoom video will show at the top, and then you'll have the open site chat underneath it. So the chat will take place on the site. The video will be hosted outside. That way I don't have to figure out how to host live video on here because that's a pain in the ass. So are you wanting it to be something like a Discord competitor? No, not Discord. More like Buy Me a Coffee buy me a coffee, Patreon, things like that. But with some elements of Discord, the animated banners, some of that look like you see here. If you look at my profile, I've got my name, then I've got, this won't be here, but then I've got a badge here, and then I got my Batman badge, and I have another badge, 3 badges. Because that's like basically I can choose 3 creators that I want to rep on the site. So as I'm repping those creators, I'm going to get their icons that show up next to my name for the 3 that I'm repping. And I have one main, and that's going to be like Discord. So it's like, how Discord, you get the 3 letters and stuff like that. So it's going to be, you'll be able to show who you're supporting on the site. And then so when you go anywhere on the site, people are going to be able to hover over your icons and see what creators you're supporting. I just want this to be an ecosystem for creators and fans. So fans and creators are both making money, and everybody's invested in the platform. Or it's not just the creators that are invested out here, telling everybody, come pay me money, come pay me money. Where the fans can also, be part of the growth of the site and make some money too. So basically anybody who comes here wins, because we can all make money. So there's going to be a whole affiliate dashboard, GIF comments, fan leaderboards, digital storefront, merch integration with like print on demand, like Printful and things like that. Custom domains, so creators will be able to do their own domains, because it's basically going to be like they're getting a website basically. Categories: artists, musicians, athletes. Yeah, there'll be categories and stuff. Live streaming, here it is. Live streaming directly from your room without leaving Hubze. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like Zoom integration, YouTube, Vimeo, Kick, Twitch. Like we'll be able to embed the video from wherever you want, and then have the site chat to where you chat. So upload storage for creators, no limit on depending on server size. So no limit. With the server that I have, everything's fine. Like no limit on, I will have to limit file sizes, because like they'll time out. Like I'm not gonna be able to let people upload like gigabit files, for it, because it's mostly gonna be images. There's not really gonna be, you can't upload videos here. You're gonna have to link to either Vimeo or something like that, because if we get into video streaming and storage, that's just gonna amplify the cost. And of course those costs have to be passed down to the users, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to pass those costs down. So over time, we'll know what those limits are, as far as like who, how much storage we give everybody or whatever. But right now it's definitely limited. I mean, there's no reason to limit it at this point. But I'm sure over time, as we grow, as we know, we'll have to make those decisions. But yes, and there will be a mobile app. But I want to get it all created first, and then the mobile app will basically be just for the creators to update, more so than because like you can do a lot and look at a lot from an app, right? But if you have articles and stuff and like a feed and all that other stuff, it's a challenge to get everything to fit nicely for a viewing experience. So I plan to just make the site super mobile friendly. Like I can basically make it so that the mobile version is like an app, and then have a mobile app for kind of like YouTube Studio, where creators can download it and see their stats and send out posts and messages and stuff like that, and host live chats. And stuff like that. So we'll see. A lot of creators make vids on 4K. Yeah, no, I will never be a video host. Like I want to say never. I guess it's possible, but we did that. We did that a little bit with God, what platform was that? I can't remember what platform I was building, but we did some video hosting, and it was just insane. The file sizes and stuff, and so. By using YouTube or Vimeo or letting people use their own hosts, it keeps the cost down here, so they don't end up having it. Because if let's say I do decide, okay, yeah, we're going to start hosting video, and then that dumps into like over 50% of the profit of the company, I'm going to be like, well, we got to charge $35 a month now, and and $10 a month, like the fees would have to go up. And I don't want to do that. So, but like I said, we'll know over time, like what things cost and all that other stuff. Cause like I did this before. I went through all this. I mean, with this company, my company was around for 6-7 years. There were times when we were making $30,000 a day, like a day, which is crazy. Spending about $40,000 to $50,000 a month on advertising. Like, it was fun. And I just got away from that because all I've been doing is creating content. And so stopped, really Dr. Taco. Yeah. Dr. Eaton Taco. Just stopped developing stuff, like what I had to usually do. Cause I'm not a developer. I am not a developer. What I am is an ideas guy. I can look at an interface and I can be like, this is what it has to do to be good for people, because I look at like, what are the top things people are going to do on this platform? Okay, we need to make those the priority and these the secondary. Like, I'm good at thinking that stuff through. And that's why I love AI, because it's like I basically am sitting here with a senior level developer or maybe mid-tier developer, and I'm able to tell it in detail. Like, my first prompt for this, it took me probably 4 to 5 hours just to craft my first prompt. And that was going back and forth with AI and telling it exactly what I wanted to do and just fleshing it all out so that when I prompted it, at the core, I would get what I wanted and not have to keep doing all going through all these different phases. So I knew exactly what I wanted, and I love this because I can just come in here and talk to it like I'm talking to a developer. I do have to use specific language for certain things like cards and modules and modals and stuff like that. So like I do know some developer terminology, so it's easier to talk to, instead of saying like this thing, the thing here that says, but you could just be like, this thing that says live streaming or whatever, I need to change that. I can basically have a conversation with it like I'm talking to a developer, tell it what I want it to do, tell it what I don't want it to do, and it just does it. And so I've been working with two. I'm talking to Claude, telling Claude what I want, and then Claude's telling me what to go tell the builder. It's like, okay, go put this in here and use this model. And right now I'm using it's called Bolt. So it's called bolt.new. That's what I'm using right now. So this is the current new version that I'm working on, that we basically got. Like, I've got the roadmap I wanted to do first so that people can see what's being worked on, what's coming. That's public. And then people that sign up can add, request in here what they want. And so the roadmap is up. Now I'm working on the room. So once I get my room all set up with all the things that I want seen there, and all that, then I will go to the hallway. And then after that, the last thing is going to be the doors, because the doors are going to be a pretty cool feature, just for the simple fact that you can be able to customize them however you want. Like, if you want like a dark door, like evil and all this other stuff. And that's going to be like, if you're show yourself online, it's going to show like candlelight coming from under the door. If you're not, it's going to be dark. Like, just little things like that, like little things to kind of separate it. And I totally want it to have that retro MySpace kind of feel, where it's kind of like, it's cheesy, but it's fun, Hey, what's up, Dustrick? Geeks Live 29.3. I would say 30.0. 30.0. Geeks Life was come like different. That was all based around content. I'm kind of burned out on making content, if I'm being honest. Like, I just like talking about things and going out and recording, walking around Chiang Mai and all that. Like, I'm kind of burned out on it. Just making content. Like, I have had so much fun sitting down here making websites. Like, I made myself a website for tracking my finances. Like, I'm like, I need this. And now that I can just build things like this, I built that. I built the Chiang Mai Guide website. Like I said, it's already getting traffic. So soon it will start getting comments and stuff. And then soon maybe people will start advertising on it. So, that'll be just a passive income. And then this, like I brainstormed a lot on this. Like, I went through a lot of back and forth on marketing and the competition and stuff. And like, in this world, in this category of content creator, like Patreon type things, content like creator support systems, there aren't really any out there that are perfect. And I'm not saying that like mine's going to be perfect, but the thing is like Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, they're big corporations, right? So if they want to make a change, it's got to go through this whole chain of command. What I like is with the roadmap, if people put in feature requests and it gets enough votes, I can literally build it in a day. I can build it and add it to the site in a day. In most cases, it depends on the complexity, but like it's not like I have to go through this corporate board and all this red tape and blah, 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 blah. Love that. Same here. Love building stuff. Yeah, me too. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm a maker. I love doing this stuff. And I've been doing it for years. Like before I got into content creation, that's all I did. I built like websites and helped marketing, like helped companies market stuff. Like it was just different. And I enjoyed it. So, you know, getting back into this, and now that it's like, it's so much faster. It used to be like a 2, 3 week, 4 week, sometimes month turnaround on one little change, just because you had to go into the code, figure it out, blah, 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 do all this stuff. Valak, you know what that's like. Valak is a developer. Valak's I've been developing with Valak for years. He helped me with I think he did build my first website, whoisdavidfoster.com, back in the day, my blog. And I think I found you on Facebook. I can't even remember how I found you. I think a Facebook ad, actually. And then after that, we did Fan Page Engine, and yeah. Any WordPress site I have, still to this day, I am the plugin king. But with this, I've been like I have my own, you know, like on the Chiang Mai guide. If I go to Chiang Mai guide, see, yes, I'm logged in. So if I go to my admin dashboard, I can go to manage articles. And I got a whole editor here where I can create my own articles. And then also I can AI generate them. So if I want an AI article, I can select the category. I put in a Google map if it's a food. My notes, like if I've been there, I went there, I did this. And then I can create an image or whatever. If I don't put images, AI generates it. And then boom, it just generates a whole entire article for me based on what I've added in there. You know, and so I basically like whatever I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't share my screen. If I go to admin dashboard, articles, here you go. This is the article editor. So I can do a new article, do it for VIPs only, featured image, select the author, the category, all that stuff, like basically like WordPress. You can do anything in there. So it's like, yeah, I don't do the plugins anymore. 1 second, my brother's messaging me. I'm live. Can't listen. So yeah, something like Ian Carroll's web would be useful. What is that? Ian Carroll's web. What does that mean? Does he have his own website or something? But yeah. So yeah, getting back into developing. I mean, that's like, if I do create content now, it'll be like this. Like I just like going live and showing things off. And one thing that I did back then too is I kind of built in public. You know, I kept people abreast of what was going on, the changes we were making, and I didn't do videos like this because it was different back then. You could, but it was a lot different than doing it now. Now I can just get on here, I can share my screen, and yeah, so I can build in public, which I enjoy doing because I like to get feedback while I'm doing it. Because if I'm adding things, like why would I want to add something and people be like, oh no, we wouldn't use that, blah, 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 blah. So Chiang Mai, Thailand. So yeah, something like, a major research tool. Yeah. The thing is, SK, like stuff like that, like, yeah, I can implement things like that, but but also still trying to keep costs down. And it has to be practical for what it's for, right? I don't think there's going to be people here on Hubze doing major research. Like that should be done outside of it. This is more a community to connect with people, to connect viewers or fans or whatever you want to call them with the creators, with the influencers in a real way, like have them really connect, where the influencers are a part of the community as well. Cause like, this is like, I've said it, there's a thing in place. Like if somebody comes in and, they buy a door, okay? They buy a premium door and they're just sitting there. If they're not active within a couple weeks, they're going to start getting messages. If they don't post anything within like 60 days, they're gone. They can't just squat on a door. You have to be active. And it will reserve their information for 60 days, but I don't want inactive people. Inactive people just cost the site money for no reason, right? Rudy, are you still here? Rudy, are you still here? My friend, if you're still here, let me know. And then Grim, are you still here? Grim, did you sign up? Let me look in here in my settings. I don't have any admin stuff set up yet, so I can't see new users. So, because I haven't built the hallway yet. I haven't built any of this stuff, so I don't know who's signed up, if anybody new is signed up. Rudy, okay, what door number do you want, Rudy? Did you sign up, right? And I'll assign you a room number. Grim, what room number do you want? Share this tab. Yes, sir. Completely understand and agree. So this is the admin to assign premium. So these are all premium door numbers. And I got door numbers like 777, 888, 9999. Rudy wants 66. Okay. That's yours. Rudy, assign. Rudy. There you go, Rudy. And then Grim wants 69. 69. Okay. Grim. Okay. And then Anthony, you want 6. That's premium, dude. That's a premium number. Anthony Goodley. There you are. Room 6. All right, you guys got your numbers. So now if you go to your room, up at the top, you'll see door number. Mine's door number 1, of course, because, I am the founder. I did create it. So I got door number 1. And then, so your URLs will be hubze.com/66, Rudy. And Grim, yours will be hubze.com. Once it's on .com. Right now, this is the beta. It's on .co, but I have hubze.com, and that's what the main site will be. So if you go to hubze.co/6 or /69, let me publish first. So after this, publish. And then we'll go and we'll see who's customized their door. I need to add the admin panel if you guys are going to be signing up, so that I can see. And in the admin panel, I guess for names, that's where I'll be able to assign the doors instead of going through that big list. I just wanted to have that available to keep track of like premium, to lock them down so that people don't get. Now, when you guys signed up, just out of curiosity, had it assigned you a 200 number? Did you get assigned a 200 number initially? Because I need to see how it handled that. If potentially the redirect's still going to be your 200, or if it actually changed it to where hubze.co. Here we go. Share tab. Where do I pay? I don't want to create, just want to support. You don't pay yet, Chef. I don't have that on yet. So maybe eventually here. Okay, so now if I go to /69, that should be Grim. And it is not. If I go to 1, is it me? No. What is my page? Oops. My room. Oh, room. Okay. Gets a room first. Room 69. Okay. So that's something I need to work on. It was blank after I signed up. Did you guys go through? Did it take you through? Oh, no, the sign up process isn't even on here yet. That's why. So, okay. Yeah, I've not added the sign up process yet, because the sign up process pretty much walks you through like adding your image, getting your room number, all that stuff. So that's in development still. I had built it on one platform and it was, a lot was messing up. So I switched. So yeah, I switched to a different platform. So I'm building it. I'm building it in stages this time, because what I did the first time was prompted the whole thing, and it ended up like kind of messing up some things. So I was like, okay, we're not doing it that way this time. I'm going to, well, let me show you what I do. Let me show you my process. So you guys just signed up and you're not getting your room numbers. So, okay, let me also wait to decide to run this up base. Okay, hold on. I got to run this database command real quick. Not going to show you that because that is private database stuff. Okay. If 0 isn't the reserved table, we'll add it. What's your call on both? Okay, perfect. hubze account door number. I suggest door number 0. It's the only number that makes sense as before everyone else. Sets it apart in the platform. hubze signature. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's make hubze door 0. You share this tab. And let me move this over here. It should still be sharing it. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Oh, restream is here. Move this over here so I can see you guys, see your chat. I'll be your first sub, Grim. Nice. Okay. A unique hubze only color, like deep purple. Okay. And the hubze color is yellow in and teal is good. Also ran suppa base. After this, we need to work on link structure. All right, so I paste this in there, say this to Claude. And I talk to Claude just like I do a person. If I get pissed off, if I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I will actually be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why do you keep doing this? And I will legit like yell at Claude. So, all right, run this in suppa base. So I'm going to go run this in the database real quick. Run. I do run. Oh, failed. That failed, and I know why. And Gemini knows, or I mean, Claude knows why too. Claude has been running a little bit slow this evening for some reason. And it's still doing the... All right, what is this? Okay. Even my errors and stuff, just paste them all in here. and Claude will like go through them and be like, okay, here's what you got to do. Here's how you fix it. This is what you do. I say you will sue his ass. It will code better. That's funny. Okay. Okay, we'll use option A. Okay, while I'm typing out this prompt, I'm going to grab this prompt. I'm going to go to Bolt. And open my hubze. And now I'm going to paste in what it just gave me after it opens it up here. And this is for me to feature people in the hallway. So I'm making it so that I here's the landing page. But I as the founding user, remember, can highlight people and like schedule it and stuff like that for it to sit in the hallway for like 48 hours or whatever, just to give people that are working their asses off some love. I love giving people love. All right. Here we go. Okay, I had some people sign up and they can't access their rooms via their door number. So we need to structure the URLs so it's hubze.co/1, etc. It will eventually be hubze.com/1, but we don't have that ready yet. Basically, hubze.co is going to be the beta site, and hubze.com is the live site. So you can log into hubze.co and it's be able to play around with new features and still be logged in as your regular account, so you can still access and do everything you would do on the live site, but just so you can like play with new features as they roll out. And then after I test them, everybody lets me know, hey, this one's good. Then I can push it to hubze.com and then it's live for everybody. So, and I got that all set up through GitHub already. So I already got the bones built and structured. So, they also need to be taken through the initial set up process where they add their info if they haven't already. First, last name, display name, door number, and then go through the entire room setup for colors, cover image, and finally, but not yet because we aren't ready, connect to Stripe. We need to add this now so they can get to their rooms. So if they have not gone through this process yet, when they log in or visit the site, let's push them to their rooms with a box showing and a button for them to go through the onboarding process. They cannot access the site unless they have gone through this process. Then in my admin section, I need to see all users, and instead of having a large page of reserved numbers, I just need to be able to go to the user admin and on a user be able to edit their info and assign them a door number right there. And it should show whether it's available or not as I type it into the field. Let's make this a priority. Eventually, we will have email authorization on for new accounts, and once they click the verify link in the email, it will then take them to the onboarding. But we aren't ready for that yet, but add it to the list. Okay, boom, there we go. All right, let's see what we get. This isn't connected to Hubze Inc. from Tallahassee, right? Different business. No, it is. This is I was the owner of that company from Tallahassee. Yes. I mean, this is a different, yes. That it's not the same company anymore because I closed that one down, but it was Hubze Inc. from Tallahassee. Okay, what we're building, same priority, real users are waiting. Let me spec this cleanly before writing the prompt. What we're building, short URLs, redirects, room one, clean, shareable, memorable, creator onboarding flow, multi-step wizard with gate, site access until complete, admin user management, simple user list with inline door number assignment, onboarding flow, trigger any logged in user. Okay, yep. All right, step one, welcome. Step two, your info, your room, your door, all set. Gate logic. Onboarding complete. Yep. Admin, search by name, email, row, avatar. Yep. Okay, run this first. Okay, we got to run this in the database. Run database. Success. Okay. Tell me when that runs and send this to Bolt. Sonnet 4.6. Okay, so Bolt, this goes to Sonnet 4.6 and run. All right. Hey, Nutmutt, what's happening? Woohoo. Welcome. Eventually with a T, bro. Eventually with a T. Anybody else? Is there music playing? I don't think there's any music, is there? No. There we go. Long time no see. Yeah, it has been a long time. Not much. Welcome. All right. So share this tab. So I just pasted that in here into Bolt. And so now it's working. So you're going to see it working. I still have 20.8 million tokens. Now, one thing I like about Bolt is that I can switch models on the fly. So there's some things, like if I'm just doing like color changes or whatever, I can use Haiku 4.5, which is like very low credit token usage, very low, but it's just like a color change, something like it's easy for it to do. And then I can, if I'm doing really complex stuff, I can come up to like Sonnet 4.6. And if it's really complex, I can go all the way down to like Opus 4.6. Now this is like a massive token usage, but if I'm doing complex things, like really complex coding, I've used that. I've used it a couple times. But for most things, I'm sticking around Sonnet 4.5 and 4.6. Just depends on what I'm doing. And the cool thing is I told Claude, so I don't know if you noticed with Claude over here, I told him to tell me what model to use for each task. So before, tell me when that runs and send this to Bolt on Sonnet 4.6. So it tells me what model to switch to in order to build this the right way. So, which is awesome because I don't know which model is capable of what. And the fact that these are all Claude models, Claude knows itself. So I'm building with Claude over here and adding it over here, which is also Claude. So it's talking to itself. So it knows what it knows, right? So I like that. I like that a lot. Why do you ask, SK? Why did you ask that? Did you find I guess I wouldn't say an employee, but a guy that like basically blackmailed me for money. A guy that I had helped me develop a little bit on the site. Guy was a nut job. He was a good developer and I didn't even know, like I knew nothing about him, worked with him for like almost a year. And then his name was Brett. I was like, one day I was like, hey man, you know, we're good with the code, everything. You did a good job. We're not gonna need you anymore. And he freaking locked the whole site down, like took the site offline and held it ransom. So is that you, Scott SK? Scott SK. Oh, SK, Scott. Which Scott? So it's really working here. Just found it while Googling. Oh, got you. So yeah, it's doing some pretty intense coding right now. So eventually here, when Rudy, Anthony, or Grim, when you guys go back to the website, it's going to make you go through the startup process. Now, one thing, you know, if you guys can like kind of keep track, I'm going to go through that stuff too once I get it all set up. But if you guys can, like, if there's any issues or whatever, I'm going to create a feedback form. Let me write that out right now. Okay. For all current users until I say to remove it, let's add a feedback system where they can leave feedback, upload screenshots, and report bugs. They should be able to see it on the right hand side of the site, and we both should have feedback inboxes in the admin section where we manage our accounts, where I get and can respond to feedback, and they can receive and respond to my responses. This will all be internal for now, but maybe will eventually move to a full ticketing system with emails in the chain. Room 6 not found. Yeah, hold on. I'm working on that, Anthony. What was that, Mike Healy? I've just been looking through various posts while you were talking to Claude. No, I worked with Mike Healy. I'm friends with Mike Healy. He had signed up for Hubze back in the day because Hubze was going to be, like I said, I had 20,000 people or more sign up because they wanted the Hubze cards. And then, yeah, it just kind of like didn't happen because of the freaking, just a bunch of bullshit. Things that happen. Things outside of our control happen sometimes, right? Run. You better run. Ah. Oh, I can make it bigger. There we go. Okay. And this will be Sonnet 4.6. So this is a bigger model because this is a bigger task. All right. So now, oh shoot. Sorry. Totally just there we go. Change my shape down here. Okay, that way I'm out of the way. All right. So now, Anthony, you guys, when you go, does the OG stand for old guy? What OG? Where are you seeing OG? Okay, I'm going to paste this in here. All right. Okay. OG. I don't know where you're seeing OG. SaaS-driven agent performance management solution for real estate. Oh no, that was completely different. SK. That was so when I lost the domain name, somebody tried to build some real estate thing on it. I don't know who it was, but they got the domain and yeah, I lost it through freaking just not paying attention to my GoDaddy emails, I guess. So okay. It doesn't seem like it's creating rooms for the new users. Once they go through the process, it needs to redirect them into their rooms, making them also need to be able to select whether users are basic or pro or mods, hubze, police, or admins from the user dashboard. OG mainly means original guest, isn't it? I'm not sure. This YouTube channel is OGLSP. Oh, yeah, old school kind of thing. Live stream pro. I'm seeing this too. We specialize in video live streaming and video production, not only offering consulting but online courses. Yeah, that I don't know if that was my old one or not. I'm not sure. Before writing the prompt, let me make sure we understand the flow. Current problem, new users sign up, go through onboarding, but no room is created for them. They can't access, right? What needs to happen? Onboarding completion, profile fully updated, name, bio, colors, door creation, blah, 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 role system created. Yes, 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 yes. Default free. Run this, okay. Run. Okay, I need to tell it. Well, until I have Stripe connected, all people I am inviting should be pro level, and I should be able to change that. So for now, let's make the invite only feature where I have to give them a link. I can set a limit to the number of uses as well as the expiration date, and I need to be able to manage this in my admin dashboard. Then those people eventually, once Stripe is connected, will get their 3 invite codes for 3 people. They can invite, and they will be affiliate links for other creators, fans, creators to sign up. Only creators can you count for the invite link. If a fan uses the same link and does not sign up as creator, it does count toward their 3. It's the mod squad, hubze mod squad. It's like I equate it to like the marshals, U.S. Marshals. Okay, admin created invites. You generated invite links with custom settings. Set max uses 1 to unlimited. Set expiration date. Set default role for invitees pro by default. Track uses. See who's used each link. Revoke anytime. Creator earned invites. Future post. Stripe. Yep. Invite URL format. Blah 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 blah. Short, clean, very shareable. Flow. Person clicks invite link. Sees landing page. You've been invited to hubze. Signs up. Logs in. Gets marked as pro or whatever role was set. Goes straight to onboarding. Invite use is recorded. Yes. Okay, so let's run this in the database. Bada ding, bada bing. Success. And then let's run this in Bolt using Sonnet 4.6. So you can see Sonnet 4.6 is like a more powerful model. So it wants us to use the more powerful one. Okay. All right, so I should have my admin dashboard now. Before I share that tab, I want to make sure no email addresses are showing. So after this change, I'm going to publish. Okay. So let me log in real quick. You guys can't see for a second. Because I want to go to the admin dashboard and make sure that you don't see admin users. Okay, no emails. All right, so let's share this tab. So it added these roles. So now we've got Valak. Okay, wait, Anthony got door number 6. Okay. Save. Oh, did that show? Hold on, let me stop sharing that tab. And then Grim. Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not assigning the door. All right, so let me, before I send this, when I select a door number or a user in the user dashboard, it is not saving and assigning the door number. I need this to save and assign immediately on save. I need any data I update or change on a user to stick. Assigning pro, creator, etc. All data needs to save when I save it. Okay. Hubze stormtroopers, yeah. Only thing is, like, yeah, that's true, but that's a IP thing, and also kind of what they called the SS in Nazi Germany. So I don't want any association with that. I think it's cool, but I don't want any association with that. Onboarding. Okay, it shows if they've been through onboarding. So it's showing the role as fan, so I'll be able to change that here in a second. The save likely silently fails due to RLS blocking admins from updating other users' profiles. Let me check the current policies. Confirmed. Only update policies. Admins are silently blocked from updating others. I'll add a super admin override policy. Yes, do that because I am the super admin. I haven't used the AI that you're using, but when I've coded, it's always the best practice to do only make one change at a time. Then if something breaks, you know what? Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of do that, but the thing is, like, I use less tokens the more that I can do in one pass, right? So I keep track of, like, if I do 3 things, then I know that's those 3 things, right? So I go check those 3 things, and I can actually send Claude. Like, so after I get this done, I can send Claude in here, and Claude will run through and make sure everything's working. So let me see what the feedback button does. Okay, kind of opens weird. kind of opens weird. All right, so now I go to admin, users, Grimskull, 69. Okay, and he's a creator and pro creator. He's a pro creator. Save. Okay, cool. Rudy wanted 66. I think that's his car number, if I remember right. Pro, save changes. Okay, Anthony. Valak, are you still here? 6. Pro, save. Okay. And then Valak. Valak, do you know your door number? Pro. Okay. In user manager. Yes, you do, Dustry. In user manager, I need to see the door number, the website assigned to them, and then I can update it if I want it to change. Okay, did you guys get any onboarding? Did you have to go through an onboarding to do that, like change your colors and all that stuff? Valak, I just gave you $3.99 for now. I think I can edit that. Okay, so now if I go to room/69, that should be Grim. Grimskull. Look at that. Door 69. Nice. Rep creator. Main rep. Cool. All right. Nice. Then we got Rudy is 66. It's funny how you guys all wanted 6s. 66, 6, and 69. There's Rudy's. And 6, oops, and 6 is Anthony. Anthony, there we go. Okay, so if I go back to the admin panel, go to users. Okay, now I see the room number. Have not gone through onboarding yet. 33. Did you sign up yet, Dustrick? You got to sign up first. You got to sign up first. All right, Chef. I'll try to get Stripe connected this week too, so you guys can start using it if you want to. But none of you guys are gonna have to pay, but you'll still have to connect to Stripe in order to get paid. So if you wanna use it to get supporters, and then if there's anything like in the My Room when you're going through that, just open the feedback here. And actually, I gotta fix the feedback. Shift Command 5. Actually, open it. Shift Command 5. As you can see, the feedback is close, but the button is flipped the wrong way, and it covers some of the modal when it pops out. Ugh, I gotta sign up. I thought you were just giving doors out. No way, man. I'm gonna have to go soon. Avatar animated border shows in the preview, but not once saved. Okay. Animated borders for the other users are showing when they preview, but once they click save, it does not show on their profile. Also, some of those borders still have the spinning avatar image in them. Only the border should spin. Never the avatar. All right. Okay, let's fix the feedback. Okay, this is gonna fix the feedback button. So if you guys want to send feedback, banner image did work. Nice, 2:30 a.m. here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go soon because we got redacted in 20 minutes, so I can't stay on here much longer. But I want to do this building in public. I think this will be fun, especially if we get like a bunch of people that are using it and we can get on here and like give feedback in real time like this. Like this is fun. But I'm not going to start a whole new channel for it. So, okay, now avatar border does work. Okay, cool. Yeah, and some of them aren't right because the whole thing's spinning and it's not supposed to. So I'm going to fix that. Fix some issues. I want to lay it out a little bit better. I feel like it could be laid out better. Like I feel like the preview is a little bit too wide. So like if you go to edit room, I feel like this preview on the right can be smaller, more compact, giving more room to the actual room editor. So yeah, coming soon. Okay, so you're in, so I'm gonna go to admin, panel, users. Okay, Eric, give you door. Whoa! It just refreshed because it's making changes. I'm trying to make changes while it's making changes. That's never good. Never good. All right, so admin panel. This is a premium door number. Dustrick, these would be selling for big bucks down the road. 33. Premium number. See that? Premium. And creator. Are you going to be a content creator or what, Dustrick, or just a fan? You going to post content in here? Or are you just going to stalk people? And then chef. What door number, chef? Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'm gonna stop them from spinning, Anthony. Okay, so that should be the next prompt too. Okay, so that didn't fix the feedback button. Fan, okay, so that's what you are, you're a fan. And then chef, tell me your number. When users are signing up, it's not assigning them an initial door number. All users need assigned an initial. I better tell this to Claude because we have some limitations. Write that up with Claude. I'm gonna bring this up with Claude. Okay. Woo. Okay. So when a user signs up, need it to assign them a room number immediately based on our criteria 201 plus, and then let them choose if they want to purchase a premium, and skip if they don't want a premium number. That way I can see their room number in the admin, and it will have already created their profiles. Okay, what is this you making? Jeff, what's up? I'm making basically a Patreon competitor. Patreon / buy me a coffee / blah 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 / blah 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 competitor. That's what I'm doing. Okay, run this in the database. Do. Run. I do run. I do run. Okay, and Bolt's on at 4.6. So we'll come over here, share this tab instead, paste this in here. It's still working, so it can't really do anything yet. Can't really do anything yet. There we go. So yeah, if you guys that are in here, if you have any feedback, post it in here. Like if you're going through stuff and stuff doesn't work, because I'm gonna have to get off here now. I got to start getting ready for the Redacted show. So thank you so much for hanging. Appreciate it. If you like this building in public thing, let me know. I mean, I would like to keep doing this. And what? Whoa. Hold on. Hey, I'm live. What's up?